I thought I would do a share of my scrapbook area. Call it an area because I don't have a room, but I have it set up quite nice in my own bedroom at home. And I've been scrapbooking for, oh my goodness, I don't even know how long. And I took a long break from scrapbooking when I had a child. She is now 4, and I probably got back into it when she was, I don't know, 3 years old or so. But, so let's go. So first, when I first started scrapbooking, I had just this cabinet. Okay, just this cabinet. So this has kind of become like an overflow of stuff. It is pretty straight. I just cleaned it up, but these are just some, that's where I do just store my like other projects that I might be working on in the future. Some felt. My mother is insisting on me decorating bottles, so she gave me a ton of those. Not yet to do those. Just some odds and ends, paint, some flowers, stuff my mother, again, passed on. Just some ribbon that I have. So my husband put this cork board on it. This is actually a computer armoire. He put this cork on it years ago when I was using this steadily. And this is just an overflow, like I said, of stuff. Some paints, different items. These are old pictures up there in the top that I probably will never scrapbook, but there they are. These are chipboard, and I've had this case forever. It's where I used to use a lot of chipboard, but I don't really use much anymore, but it's all in there. And some more ribbon. These are some crowns we made for my daughter's 3rd birthday. She had a princess theme, so we made crowns for everybody. Anyway, so this is some stuff that I just really don't use anymore, but just don't really want to get rid of. I don't know why, but this is where I store my new, thanks to my hubby, wonderful Canon selfie extras, glues and such, and I don't even know what that is, adhesives and pop dots and stuff. So that's the cabinet. Down under there is just like where I store my Cricut, and that's really about it that's under there. But it all opens out, the huge armoire type thing. And one of these days, eventually, I'm going to get more room and give this to my daughter because she loves to craft. She's 4, like I said. So, and this is my workspace. I just recently got this thing from Lowe's. My husband got one for his shed, and I had to have one too. But these are just little things, you know, buttons and flowers and stuff I use a lot of. All the time when I scrapbook. My roller date stamps, wood tags, and in this is where I've tore down. I've had some 12 by 12 size, not sticker, but chipboard sheets that I've put baby powder on the back of so they're no longer sticky, and stuck them in there with a label so I know what it is. My lovely Canon selfie. I love, love, love this thing. It is awesome. I don't know. It's great. Anyway, just my mists and stuff. And this is my wonderful glue gun holder that my husband made me for Christmas a couple years ago. Love, love, love it. Saw this part on Pinterest, and he made this for me, but then he also added this for the glue sticks to hold, and I absolutely love this thing. Down under here, this is where I keep my daughter's scrapbooks, which you can see they're pretty full. I'm now almost full with a 3rd one. But anyway, so this little plastic container, it's actually where I used to keep all my paper, but I've changed that. But this is just some borders, which I never use. I need to get rid of. These are my doilies. And then here is where I store my washi tape. Just in this little container. I used to store my Cricut cartridges in here, but I've changed that. Don't have a whole lot, but that's my washi tape. And it just sits down here in this drawer. which, you know, a lot of the times I forget I even have it, so I don't use a whole lot of washi tape. So I try to just store everything that's convenient for me, that I use a lot of, close to me. So if it's out of sight, out of mind, I don't use it. This is my thicker storage for now, till I can come up with something better. I belong to a kit club, and I started doing that a couple years ago. My husband got that for me for Christmas, because I found that I had really a whole lot of supplies to scrapbook with anymore, just because it was just outdated. So anyway, I started doing that, and I personally don't keep my kits together. I break them down. I don't do an entire month of just kit stuff. I break them down and separate everything, which I'll show you here in a minute. But so this is just my thickers and stickers, you know, letter stickers. I have a lot of those, but I need something else in here, because I actually got a lot of these, believe it or not, from Big Lots, my local Big Lots. So down here, I showed you that one. This is all, I do keep my kit paper separate from my normal paper. I keep all my scraps, because I don't know why. But anyway, this is all of the kit stuff, kit paper only. These are embellishments that I've bought through the years. I mean, some of this stuff is so old, but I just don't get rid of it, because a lot of the time my daughter will want stuff to do, and so I just pull out of this drawer. But some of the stuff I use, but since I've been in the kit club, I don't really use it much anymore. I do have a sewing machine. I don't sew very much, but I do sew on my scrapbook pages. And then I have some card making stuff, which I don't really do a whole lot of, unless it's like right before I walk out of to a party, then I need a card. I make one really quick. This is under my desk, obviously. This is where I store my sewing machine. It's very lightweight. I can just pick it up and put it up on my workspace and sew with it. And then I just keep the thing that goes to the back of it right here, just so I can pull it out, and there we go. This is just where I store my sequins. I found these at the dollar store. I separated all my sequins by color, and that was fun, and put it all in this little thing. My paintbrushes. This is just odds and ends, really, where I didn't really know where to put this stuff, so I just kind of stuck it in this thing. But I do use my corner punch a lot, so I leave that on my desk. Adhesives, stuff like that. And this, so I have a top. My top is glass, which I love, because I can just wipe it off. I can scrape it, all the paint and whatever comes off of it. It's great. And then I bought this pad under it, just basically to keep for the lines, to keep stuff straight. So basically that's the desktop. Just, you know, try to keep things that I use all the time on top of the desk so I can reach it easily. Then over here we have, this is where I store my 6x6 pads and little paper pads for now, until I can come up, like I said, with something better at a later time. These two things right here are where I keep all of my kit club embellishments that have come. Like I said, I do break them down, separate them from the kits, and put them in these drawers to use them. My paper cutter. And this thing my husband had bought me too a while back, to store some things. When I first started getting back into scrapbooking, I wanted to pull everything out of that initial cabinet, because it was just, I got the table and it was much easier to sit at the table rather than inside that little space. So, but it's just more, I have a marked here what everything is. Just, you know, like I said, a lot of the stuff I don't even use anymore. I do use this. It's brads and just different embellishments that I just don't really use, but you know, if you're like me, you hate to get rid of anything. Flowers, some jewels, mostly flowers in here, leaves. I do use some flowers, and then this is my stamping drawer with my stamps. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot of stuff. I'm slowly getting a collection of items together, but like I said, the Kit Club is very helpful in getting my supplies back up. Just, you know, odds and ends, some punches. I don't have a whole lot of punches. It's one thing I want to start buying more of, is more punches, because I do think I would use those. Now this, what I've done here is where I keep the other embellishments. Those are the ones that I use or that aren't seasonal. Christmas, Valentine's Day, any holidays, stuff like that, wedding, stuff that, you know, snowing. You can see here that it's just kind of, you know, snow and just whatever. That all stays in here, and the washi tape to go to, because like I said, I don't have a whole lot of space, so I kind of got to keep things together. As I use them, I just pull this drawer out, and this is another one of those drawers my daughter pulls out of. This is actually her craft drawer she has, with all her little stuff in there. Flowers, some more flowers, embossing, and this is mainly my tool drawer that has pens and for my circle cutter stuff, and my embossing stuff. I don't do a whole lot of embossing. I don't know. I like it. It's just, you know, messy. Whatever. And this is new for me. I'm trying to get into the mixed media, which I'm struggling with, but I really love it. I think it's just so creative, but I don't know if I'm just not that creative, or I don't know. But anyway, I'm struggling with it a little bit, but I'm going to keep trying. I just went out and bought some stencils from I actually found them at Walmart. This one I got at Michael's. But I have the, you know, the gel medium and the gesso and stuff, so, and some flowers and of course watercolors, but you know, like I said, I'm struggling with it, but we'll see. And these drawers are hard. They kind of don't go in very well sometimes. And this drawer is just old. I mean, old stuff. I've had this stuff since I've started scrapbooking, like 20 years ago. I don't know, a lot of this stuff I used to buy those little kits that you could get. I think I got my very first kit from Walmart, and this actually came from it. I think. I don't even remember, but just junk that I just don't use, and I don't know why. I just can't seem to get rid of it. So, and this is where I keep my scraps. My daughter pulls from this a lot, and so it's nice to have scraps. I don't really use a whole lot of scraps, but anyway. And then this is where I keep my paper. I got this from a store that was going out of business locally in my town for $5, full of paper. Went through and got rid of a lot of the paper because it's just not what I would use, but anyway. So I got it for $5. It was nice. And I just keep mine separated. Like, I've started keeping, like, I used to take all these pads apart and separate it, but I just started keeping the pads together. And then, you know, a lot of this paper I just don't even use anymore. Cardstock, these are just different in the labels. And then Logan, my daughter, of course, has her own area, and it's broken down by, you know, travel, squares, stripes, stuff like that. Then my solution for cheap version of the Jet Max, which, you know, one of these days hopefully I'll be able to get that for myself, but for now this is what I'm using. I got this at Kmart. Just the squares. I don't even know what this was for. I think it was for shoes or something, but I've broke this down for me. As you can see there, my husband has slowly taken over one square, and because he does come up and watch movies while I scrapbook, but he is, you know, running out of that one, so I might have to give up another square. But anyway, this is where I keep. This is all of my current pictures right here that I'm hopefully. This actually is pictures that I've doubled of what I've done. This is a new whole pack of these that I've gotten processed, because there was like 150 of them and I wasn't going to print those all out. And these are ones that I've processed, but now that I have my selfie, I don't have to do that anymore. These are my stamps. I don't stamp a whole lot. It's just, I don't have a lot of stamps, and I think that's probably why I don't stamp. But I just got this and I just love this one. Anyway, not yet to use it, but And then down here, my label maker and where I keep my bling, rub-ons. This section here is Project Life, which I don't do a whole lot of Project Life. It is more, I just loved the cards, and I do them and use them in scrapbooking. I use more of the pocketed scrapbooking for a series of pictures, such as holidays. I'll do the pocketed Project Life style. I don't have time to do Project Life. I barely have time to scrapbook, so. But these, I just have a couple core kits, and this fit perfectly in here, so I broke it down and just stuck that in there. This is just some old, like I said, old stuff, books and ribbon in here. These are where I keep some old magazines that I like to flip through every once in a while.
Yeah.
Yes, baby. Okay, wait, we're almost done. This is where we keep, or I keep my floss, and there's some, like I said, my daughter pulls from this stuff back here, which is hard to kind of see in there, but that's glitter glue or whatever it is, and some flowers, felt flowers. And this is just some extras, just stuff I don't use. I cannot bring myself to get rid of. I need to, though, because to make space for new stuff. But I forgot this over here. This is where, like I said, I break down my kits that I get, or anything that I buy on my own, just for storage sake. This actually, like this perfect example, this was a 12 by 12. My daughter is tickling my feet. A 12 by 12 chipboard piece that I dusted with baby powder and broke down and put in these little drawers. So, okay, honey, quit. I'll stop for a minute. Then, like I said, just a lot of this stuff is from the kit. Some is from what I've purchased myself. Like I said, and I do keep it labeled with what it is and where, like October Afternoon Daily Flash, just in case, you know, because I do upload my albums for stuff. Thank you, babe. On a website, I'm getting sidetracked. She's talking. On other websites, you know, so I like to put the products that I use on there. So that's basically what that is. This works for me now. So it's just the way it is. I'm always looking for better organization. I always seem to be moving things around, but so I hope you enjoyed my video, and thanks. Bye-bye.